Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today we are in Corpus Christi, Texas, not where we left off at the last episode. That is a story in itself. We have a frac tank attached to the back of our cab here. We're going to be taking it about 100 and something miles up to Victoria. And you may be wondering a couple things. First of all, what's a frac tank and why is it shaped the way it is? You'll notice that the back end is lower. We'll talk about these things as we get further into the episode. But for now, we're on a rainy Wednesday morning. It's about 11 o'clock or so. And we have a 2-hour and 37-minute drive. This is going to be a double-header episode. We're going to do 2 episodes here. First of all, we got to see if we can get out of this BP place and get out onto the highway, which I think we should be able to manage. Hopefully we're not catching anything with the side of the trailer there. So far, so good. So we'll get going out here on the highway. A lot of things to talk about, but first up, I was hoping to have this episode out yesterday, and that kind of gives the reason why we're down in Corpus Christi. So, do not enter. Oh, really? Okay, well, we're not off to the greatest start. We'll sort this out and be back in a minute. Alrighty, so we are out on the highway. We couldn't go out the entrance. We had to go out the exit. Picky British Petroleum. We're making our way out of Corpus Christi, heading north back up towards Victoria, Texas. We got about 2 hours left in our journey. We just started about 20 minutes out on it right now. And so get this, we've got 5 deliveries now in our Texas event. Between this episode and the last episode, I picked up 3 more cities over 2 deliveries here. Is that an aircraft carrier? Is that an aircraft carrier? Wait. Check it out. It's the USS Lexington. It's down in Corpus Christi, Texas. Picture. Wow, that's cool. I like the photo things too. That's awesome. I had no idea that was there. I wonder if we can get close to it. I wonder if it's a historical marker, which we have yet to find. Gosh, those must say something right here. I wonder if we can get closer to it. Yes, Texas State Aquarium, USSX Lexington. Let's go see if we can get closer than what we are. It doesn't look like it. We got the picture. There it is over there. That's cool. Let me see if we can get a better picture here. So this is about as close as I can get with the camera there. That's a little bit better. It looks like it's got jets on it, so it can't be the World War II Lexington, right? It must be a different Lexington. Confess I don't know which one is which, but that's pretty cool. Unexpected. We got another historical photo and another picture for our gallery. That's totally awesome. But yes, anyway, as I was saying, as I was starting to say here, I should have stopped there, but oh well. I guess we're okay. Between this episode and the last episode, I went to shoot an episode and I shot the whole thing and it was a totally awesome episode. Except I had the volume on my recording settings up for the game way high, so you couldn't hear my voice. You could hear it, but it was really hard to hear it. It was a fun episode, lots of cool stuff happened. We made 2 deliveries. It was just fun. And it was late last night, so I said, I can't use this. It's just not going to be able to be heard. And so I had to cancel it, and then we're doing it again. I mean, this will be a completely different episode, of course. I mean, some of the talking points will be the same and things like that. But, yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But we didn't see the Lexington in that episode, so that's good. But hopefully, this delivery should give us our 6th delivery and maybe a 7th delivery in the Texas event, which, by the way, goes to the middle of January, which makes me think that at some point, we're going to have 2 events at the same time going, right? We're going to have the Christmas event, which comes up every year. They've got to have that. And then this event will still be running. So that's pretty cool. And one thing that I did notice with these deliveries is that I got 2 cities for 1 delivery because I was in, I think, we ended up in Houston. I went down to Beaumont to pick up the next delivery. And because we left Beaumont, it counted as a new city for the delivery. And because we went to Lufkin, I think it was called, a little bit to the north, we actually got a 2nd new city. So in 1 delivery, we picked up 2 new cities, which makes me think that maybe you actually have to go to unique cities. Like if we went back to Houston now, and if we delivered between 2 cities we'd already been to, maybe it wouldn't count at all. But I don't know. We might test it. Oh, we get one of these cool psychedelic stop signs again. That truck makes me nervous, but I think we're okay. All right. And before we go too much farther, one thing that I wanted to talk about is, let's take a look here at, I want to just pause real quick. And Do that, and we'll pause. And let's take a look here at this frac tank, because it's actually kind of cool. Check this out. So first of all, I didn't know what a frac tank was, but look at it. It goes way down in the back there. Quiz time. What do you think this is? What do you think it holds? And why is it shaped this way? I'll let you ponder that for a second as I take kind of a screenshot here. So the answer is the frac tank. It's a solid tank and it holds liquids. And we were leaving BP, so it holds petroleum, sometimes even manure and stuff like that. I hope we have petroleum in it. And the reason why it's shaped that way, right, is that it's got kind of a V-shaped or a round bottom, and then it's tilted to the back like that. So all you have to do to empty it out is undo a cap. You don't have to lift the trailer up. Because if the trailer were flat and it would V-shaped to get all the liquid up, you'd have to elevate it and tilt it back. But because it's tilted back like that, you can just undo the cap on the bottom of it and all the liquid comes out. Clever people, huh? So that's what a frac tank is. I bet, I mean, I'm sure if you're familiar with trucking and industries and stuff, you probably knew that. But I bet some people didn't know that. Let me know if you knew what a frac tank was, or if you knew why it was shaped that way. Did we actually learn something new today? Anyway, it looks like we've got quite a traffic situation here. About an hour to go. We'll catch up again as we get a little bit further down the ride. So quick update on achievements. We've already been to Victoria, so we're not going to get the city. I was there the other day. I drove through it on the episode that the volume was too loud on. But now I think we are at 10 cities out of... Whoops, hit us there. Yeah, we're at 10 cities out of 29, so over 1/3 of the way through getting to every city in Texas. That was pretty quick, actually. And then, an interesting thing. So when we were driving that, and we picked up the first delivery in Houston to the cargo port, when I finished the episode, the Shoresider little kind of progress announcement came up in the game saying you've got, step 1 of 8 in the Shoresider achievement. But then when I looked on Steam, it didn't register. So I think it might be bugged, at least that delivery port, or to some degree. There's some kind of a bug with that because we didn't get credit for that one. We did get credit for the cotton one because we were delivering cotton, but we didn't get credit for the Shoreside one. So I imagine they'll fix that at some point, but so that one looks like it might be a little bit tricky for us to get right now. Or maybe we just have to do it again. But there wasn't a perfect delivery required on it at all either. Oops, we don't want to be in this lane. These are these kind of goofy things here. Like you don't want to go left there. Whoa, red light. I've never seen roads like that. So it's like making a U-turn, getting back on the highway. You go around on the other side. It's pretty cool, but we don't have those in the northern part of the United States or in the Northeast. I've never seen something like that. I mean, we have some where they have intersections that will work you that way, but not like that. That's pretty different. So anyway, yes, we've got about 6 minutes left and a mile to go. We'll check in as we get there. Hopefully we can do a parking job with this one, hoping for a nice challenging 90. Then we'll find our second delivery and get off on the way. I want to talk through some comments that we've had, some interesting people saying interesting things. One thing about Fort Worth, Texas's Christmas tree that connects to one of our viewers in a very surprising way. Yes, cool story. So we'll see you anyway when we get to the first delivery. Alrighty, here we are. The other thing that was cool about the episode that got canceled, we picked up a delivery at a junkyard. I've never picked up a delivery in this game at a junkyard before. That was very cool. But, speaking of, where do we drop this off? Looks like on the left there. Yeah, it was neat. So it was lots of funny things. Kind of disappointed that I had the volume up so loud, but stuff happens, I guess, Never gonna have 100% perfect episodes. All right, see what we get here. 40. Ooh, that looks difficult for a 40, doesn't it? That looks rather hard for a 40. But challenge accepted. Let's see what we can do here. Where do we have to put it? Over here? Do we have to come in the other way? How? That's not easy, people. Okay, we'll get an approach here. Okay, we definitely approached this wrong. There is nothing about this that's a 40. God, the building there too. This was hard. This is not an easy backup at all. It's way harder than a 40. Whoops. In. Finally, that took a long time. Look at that. That's not easy because you have to come back at it from there. I mean, and there's no way to turn around in there. So, what the heck? That's not a 40. That's like a 270. Anyway, finally we're here. I didn't time that one, but that took a while. Anyway, we've got our frac tank delivered. It should give us another delivery in our achievement kind of quest here for Texas, the event. Level 25, maybe halfway to 26. I'm going to look for another job and we'll be right back. There we go. 6 out of 15. For a second, it didn't show up. So almost halfway on the Texas event. Alrighty, so we found another job. It's just across the street. Cotton harvester, which is a big honking machine that we can use. And it also counts as another delivery in that cotton bloom achievement. And it's one of the wins we need. I think you have to get one of each of the 3 different kinds. So we have to do the cotton harvester at least once. So this will give us, I think we did cotton lint before. This will be cotton harvester. So we just need cotton seed and then 8 more deliveries, including one as a cotton seed. So this will be our second delivery in that achievement. So we'll go over and pick this up. We'll see when we get it all hooked up. Woo, this thing is big. Check it out. It's going to be a heavy load. We are geared for heavy cargo, so I think we're okay. But yeah, this is going to take all of our driving expertise to get this one there. Let's get this all hooked up here. We can do this. We'll get hooked up and then we'll get going. This thing is rather large and heavy. Look at this. Cotton harvester, farm machinery. Very cool. By the way, speaking of farm machinery, as we get started here, I have been looking to start to play Farm Simulator 22, and so I've been waiting for the thing to go on sale. And I thought for sure, this is the big Steam sale now, right? Everything, all of the truck simulator, tons of stuff is on sale. But Farm Simulator's not on sale. It's like, come on, Farm Simulator people. Put your game on sale. It never goes on sale. So, yeah, still waiting to be a farm simulator. One of these days, we'll get it going. Anyway, we will get out on the highway. We've got a 3-hour and 24-minute journey here. We might have a little bit of traffic. Going up to San Antonio, 179 miles away. And this is a hefty load. I can feel the weight on this one. So this could be a fun little drive. So let's get a little bit down the road. And then I want to talk a little bit about some comments and Christmas trees. So about 3 hours left. And I have a question for people. So see this road over here to the right of the highway that runs parallel to the highway. And then you kind of lets you get on and off the highway, like we're getting off the highway here now. Question is, what do you call those roads? In English, or whatever language you speak. Because I heard I think they're called different things in different parts of the country. So up in the northern part of the United States, where we call them, in Northeast, we call them frontage roads. No! Ow, train. I don't see a train. Where's the train? Oh, there it is. Okay, I guess we gotta wait. Anyway, so in the northern part of the United States, we call them frontage roads. But I think in the southern part of the United States, are they called feeder roads? I'm curious if you would put down in the comments, like, what do you call them? Or maybe you call them something else. But we don't, and some places don't have them. Like, they're not so common in urban areas. But in the countryside, oftentimes you'll see these kind of sections of highway that just run along the highways, and we call them frontage roads. But I think someone down in Texas and Georgia was saying they're called feeder roads. But I'm very curious what people call them and where you are. So maybe let me know what you call them and based on where you're from. I don't think we should be stopping on the train tracks like this. But we can go right on red. So let's do that. Not get a ticket here. Oh, 700. I turned on. Okay. These police are so good at nailing us for right turns on red light violations. God. I did probably, anyway, neither here nor there. $700. We lost the money. This is a heavy load, by the way. We are having trouble accelerating here. It's taken a lot out of us. But Some comment questions as we got 2 hours and 50 minutes left and we hit a section of highway here. I'd like to go through just some interesting comments from the last episode. First up, we were talking a little bit about how flat Texas appears to be. It still does appear to be pretty flat. Well, Fighting Farmer, who is one of the Patreons on the channel, and said this. He said, I'm biased just for your information. Texas has mountains in the far west, and you are correct about Austin not being flat. Central Texas is mostly known as the hill country. So maybe we just haven't gone to, maybe cut across the north part and then down along the eastern side. The coastal area of Texas, kind of where we are and have been, is known as the coastal plains and is pretty flat. It's really hard to read and drive, by the way. I wish I'd seen more pines in the Huntsville area, as that is right along the western border of the Piney Woods area of East Texas. So it sounds like as we go further places, maybe we're going to see some hills, and maybe even western Texas is downright bumpy. So that'd be something to look forward to. And now a story I wanted to share with you that I think is pretty cool. One of our viewers, Mark McNair, he's been a long-time viewer on the channel, and he says, get this, he's a celebrity. This year's official Christmas tree in Fort Worth, Texas, was collected from Michigan, where my Uncle Dave planted it on the family property in the early 1960s. So Mark McNair's uncle has the Christmas tree in Fort Knox, Texas, and it was planted 60 years ago. How cool is that? And he watches this channel. He's famous, right? I wonder if I don't think the Christmas tree is probably in the game. Oh, Parkera's bus broke down. That's what he gets for driving too fast, Parkera. Tisk, 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 tisk. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, how cool is that to have like a massive Christmas tree? Apparently no one from his family can go down and make the lighting ceremony, which is kind of a bummer. It'd be kind of cool to go down and say, Uncle Dave planted that tree. But anyway, I think, is that a red light? No, I think we're good. Okay. So the other thing, the last comment I thought that was rather interesting, this is a red light, and we do not want to smash into this truck. Heavy load. All right, there we go. Okay. Arkham Gaming Network made, I thought, a good comment about the DLCs, because we're talking about, if at the pace they're going, it's going to take like 20 years to finish the United States. So I wonder what their plans are. Like, do they plan to try to get all the states out sometime in the near future? Because eventually they're going to have to replace the engine and kind of have Truck Simulator 3, American Truck Simulator 2, it would be, right? So you think at some time they're going to just kind of replace everything. Maybe not. Maybe they just keep going until they're done. But anyway, it would be nice sometime in our lifetimes to be able to drive to like New York and Florida and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool to have the whole country done. But at the pace they're going, so wow. So we're talking about, would they pick up the pace? And Arkham Gaming Network made a point that it's like, well, you don't want to release them. He said this year, I have time. Wouldn't want them to release them. I feel like I'm going to run into this truck boat thing. Wouldn't want them to release them quickly because I want to have time to experience, states like Texas that they just put out. Oh, San Antonio discovered city 11 of 29. And like other states, they plan on doing in the future. So there is a point there. I think he brings up a good point, because it's kind of, you want the right pacing for the releases. If it's one a month, people would probably burn out. If it's 1-2 every year, then we're never going to get done. So yeah, be interesting to see how it all plans out. And most people in the comments seem to mention that they were hoping for some sorts of states clustered together in packs, especially the small ones, which I think makes sense. Rhode Island DLC would be like 99 cents in 3 cities. So small. You can drive across it in under an hour. It's about 45 minutes to drive through the whole state on the highway, of course. Anyway, we will plug along a little bit more. We have chattered away for a little while. We'll see you in about maybe another hour or so as we get closer to our second destination. Apropos of nothing, this is pretty cool. See the Christmas tree? I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but it wiggles. Also, the lights turn on at night. Someone posted and say, how do you get the Christmas tree lights to turn on? You just wait for it to be nighttime. I think Diesel the dog turns them on when I'm not looking. Or maybe Obi-Wan does. He looks mighty suspicious too. Go! I was trying to cut between those two cars, and the one on the right, I thought it was going to stop if I just kind of nudged it out of the way, but apparently I hit it. So 2 fines, $1,600. That's kind of just sloppy. I should have been better. The red light one, I think I would just, I should have been, God, more precise, right? I've been trying to see when he turns the lights on, and I've been looking the whole time, and now the lights are on. So it's 7:19 p.m. and the lights went on. Sometime between 6:15 and 7:19. Gotta figure out what time they go on. Must be like maybe 6:30 when it turns dark or something like that. Whoops. I should be on this side. Anyway, we're shortly approaching our destination. Side note, again, kind of apropos of nothing. I've been trying to drink more water, and I've been drinking like 2 of these things a day. And oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom all the time now. And I was thinking, like, if you're a trucker, you can't do that, right? Or you have to have just a big bladder, because otherwise, if you have to stop every couple hours to go to the bathroom, I mean, that's a problem. It's kind of like our daughter, when she was really small, had the world's smallest bladder. And of course, all kids do that kind of thing, right? So we would stop and have like this lunch on the road or something like that. And I'd be like, okay, everybody, go to the bathroom. And she would go to the bathroom. And then literally, as you get back onto the highway, she's like, I have to go to the bathroom again. You know, you get like 30 miles before you get the next stop. We stopped probably 400 times on some drives. It took us, a regular 6-hour drive would take us like 22 hours because we had to stop to go to the bathroom like 70 times for her. But, and she's not much, anyway, I'll be quiet. So we are there, 4 minutes to go. I don't think we're going to try to back this up, because it's articulated in a number of places. So we'll probably just pull right in and drop it off. And we got a beautiful sunset over there. Check it out. That's kinda nice over there. Whoops. As I go off the road here. Let's drop this in here. And see what we get. Is this 3M? Alright. Oh, I can do anything. Oh, it'd be right over there. No, we're going to just take... That's not easy either. We have to come all the way around. Yeah, we'll give it a try. What else are we going to do? I would like to park that at some point, but it looks like we can go all the way around and come right back at it. I hope. Otherwise, it's like impossibly difficult. That 40 parking, that's the hardest 40 parking I think I've seen. That's kind of nuts. There was no way that was a 40 parking. It was well beyond it was 140. Got to write a letter to SCS software and say, who's doing the parking in Texas here? Alright, so if we can get this one in here straight. These are harder than they look with these long things, because they take so long to straighten out that sometimes you're just not in the parking. This one looks like it's going to be pretty good. Nope, a little more. There we go, we're home. Cotton harvester at Mary's Cotton. Very cool. That's cool. That's kind of a cool picture in the light there too. But anyway, let's turn this one in. 2 deliveries done. Christmas lights on the truck are going as well too. Nice. So this is going to give us, I think, 7. So there we go. Cotton Bloom, 2 out of 10. So that one's working fine. I think we made $11,000, $12,000 almost. And getting closer to level 26, it should give us, click, 7 out of 15 on Cruising Texas. And we've got 171,000. I think the next thing I'm going to do is to buy a garage in Dallas or Houston. So get a Texas garage and open that up. That's what I'm going to do with the money. I think we need a little bit more, probably like 200. I think they're 180,000 or something, but it'd be nice to have a little bit extra. So another day, another couple deliveries in Texas. How is Texas going for you? Love to hear it. And then hope things are going pretty well. I'll put a link to our next episode. Texas Trivia coming up soon. I'll put a link to our next episode. Texas Trivia probably in 2 episodes. I'll put it up here as soon as it's ready. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you in the next episode. Bye.